little tweaks that I've done recently that became necessary when, I don't know whether you've ever experienced that, where you've got big fizzer or you've got a few bubbles that you're seeing that are happening on your spot. Now, it could be tench, it could be carp, but the important thing here is that the alarm isn't signalling that they've picked up your bait. I just look at that as though something clearly feeding there. They're picking up bait. The spots that I was fishing were very, very hard, so they're clay. And in this particular occasion, you can use a really heavy lead to try and change matters. Now, I was using a basic sort of lead clip setup, standard sort of length. Felt that, yeah, I'm getting done. I'm definitely getting done, so I'm going to change to something. And you might say, well, why didn't you just put that on in the first place? You know, yes, I was fishing a very, very hard spot, but you know, this is why we change things and why we adapt to them. Normally I like to fish with a helicopter or a lead clip set up because it gives my rigs a little bit of leeway for presentation. What I mean by that is this very heavy 5-ounce inline lead, which is what I moved over to. You've got to imagine that that's going to go through the lake like that, and it's going to go bang and hit the bottom very hard. Now, bit of luck, it lands and it goes boom and falls down. That's nice, and then the rig's presented in front of it. But if it's not, you know, I've got to make sure that the rig bit in front of the lead is sitting correctly, because if that's down and you've used a material that's then creating the say a pop-up or a bottom bait to loop up, then your rig is, you're going to get sussed out before you've even started. With a lead clip or a helicopter rig, the likelihood is that your rig is going to fall very well in front of it. But the only thing I would say that isn't as advantageous as what, say, this lead is there's not an instant bolt effect. There's always a little bit of movement. Even though I've moved over to these style heli leads that Gardner now sell, which you lose the swivel completely. It's just a ring, and there's just enough movement to give me enough chance for the full weight of that lead to be felt by the fish, rather than a swivel that I feel gives a bit too much play. This rig that I'm using at the moment, did change from a couple of fizzers that came over in the morning to a bite. Little tweaks like this can certainly make a difference.